Hi everyone, it's Joanne. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sylvan Lake, Alberta, and I'd like to show you a card today that is a bookmark card. So basically what I've done is taken a piece of basic white cardstock and I've stamped some flowers using Misty Moonlight, Seaside Spray, and Flirty Flamingo. Now you'll notice that some of the flowers here are dual toned, and that's because I stamped with Flirty Flamingo first and then stamped off part of the Seaside Spray ink and then over stamped the existing imprint that was on the card. It creates this kind of a dual image, dual toned image on the flower, and I think it looks pretty. Basically, so I've cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. The Seaside Spray cardstock is cut to 5 1/2 by 8 and scored at 4 1/4. These little squares are 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. I use the die to cut these, but you can also just cut them evenly with your trimmer and cut them to 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. I stamped the hummingbird from the A Touch of Ink stamp set and colored it using blending markers from Stampin' Up. So I've used Misty Moonlight, Seaside Spray, Just Jade, and Flirty Flamingo here, and colored that and blended it using those Stampin' Blends. So then this piece of cardstock is Flirty Flamingo. It is cut to 5 1/2 by 5 1/2. Then I lined it on my trimmer from in the groove of the trimmer and cut it diagonally down along the length of it. It's then scored at 2 3/4 and 2 3/4. So then you burnish and turn it so that the 2 points are brought in to make a square that is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So what I have to do next is attach the square to the back of the Flirty Flamingo piece to keep it closed. So I will do that right now. So I'm just lining this up evenly. Not quite. And that's the great thing about liquid glue, you can move it around a little bit before it dries. So I'll just hold that in place for a second. Okay, and then making sure that you're opening, because it attaches over your page like so. So we have to make sure that's on the bottom. And I'll attach my hummingbird to the front. A little tip, if you have these 3 sides even, the final one should be even as well, with very little adjustment. Okay, so there's my bookmark. I'm going to put a little greeting here. That's going to say, hello friend. And I'm going to use Misty Moonlight to stamp that, I think. I think it's a nice dark shade. And I think it's nice because it kind of hugs the shape of the hummingbird. There you go. Hopefully that's straight. Okay, so the next step is to decide where I want this hummingbird to sit on the pattern paper. So I thought that I would kind of line it up in the middle so that it looks like the hummingbird is drinking from the flower. So about right there. So what I'm going to do now is put a pencil mark right here and right here at each corner. And I'm going to create a slit in the front of the card. If I can see it evenly. So I'll lift my cutter, put it down right here. And I can barely see it, but it's about right here. So basically I'm lining these grooves up with the pencil mark on the card. And I have it right here. And hopefully that's the proper size. And I think that's pretty good. There we go. So I'm going to take that off, erase my pencil marks. Like I said, you can barely see it. Okay. Now I'm going to put some liquid adhesive around the edges of my pattern paper, making sure to avoid that cut so that the bookmark can go in easily and slide out easily. There we go. And attach my bookmark right here. There we go. And I'm going to put some gems. These are from the Holiday Rhinestone, basic rhinestones. And I'm going to put them on this portion of the card. Oops. Maybe one in the flower center. One right here. And maybe one down here. There you have it. When I colored the hummingbird, I also went over it with hint of Wink of Stella, and that gives it a bit of a shine. I don't know if you can see that through the lens. So that would be my finished card. I'll add a greeting to the inside, and hopefully my friend who receives it will enjoy it as a bookmark. I'll put a greeting inside and making sure to say enjoy your bookmarks so that she realizes that it comes out and becomes a bookmark. Okay, so if you enjoyed this little card, you can let me know by liking and sharing my video. And if you would like to order any of these products, I use the Pretty Perennials and A Touch of Ink stamp sets. This one was for the flower, and this one was for the hummingbird. And I also use Stampin' Blend markers. I used Seaside Spray, Misty Moonlight, and Flirty Flamingo, and Just Jade to color in everything. And I also used Misty Moonlight ink pad and Flirty Flamingo and Seaside Spray cardstock. So if you'd like to order any of those products, or you would like to know more, please contact me. I have a Facebook page, Lighthouse Greetings, and I also have a website, lighthousegreetings.ca. So join me there. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.